COVID-19 has taken so much, right? People's jobs.
Michael Paluska, many people may not realize that COVID is the crisis that we're dealing with in 2020, but food insecurity is also a huge problem, and we are in a food crisis. Feeding Tampa Bay is busy like this every single day, providing 2 million meals a week.
Where the lines to get free food were half a mile long. Half a mile. A mile. Mile. From New York,
there are still quite a few cars out here.
To Texas,
hundreds at least still in line.
California,
110 tons of food distributed to Oahu residents.
And Hawaii, no state spared from the fallout of COVID-19. America is in a pandemic of hunger. Food lines never ending. These news reports are from the start of the pandemic. Since then, the need has only gotten worse.
This is the United States of America. And it's starting to happen in the UK now, in Britain. Meat shortages. One factory in America alone called Tyson Meats roughly feeds 30 million Americans. That's how big the factory is. It shut down because half its employers left because of fear of COVID. Then you had cases of people who had COVID, so the factory's shutting down. All the meat plants. Meat prices are starting to rise now. Starting to see ads now where all these zoos and all these animals have COVID. And I know it's an old saying. Governments are there to listen to you and do what you tell them, because you elect them in better wages. But when you do the opposite and you listen to them and do what they tell you to do, this is what happens. They'll starve you to death. Governments don't give a fuck about you. It's the new world order. They're using COVID. Start stocking up on dry food and tin food, because it's going to get a lot worse.
Grocery shoppers had a rough go of it in 2020 between the limited store hours, social distancing, and food shortages. As if this year wasn't stressful enough, many shoppers found themselves looking at empty store shelves when it came to these certain items.
They're keeping their rice so they can feed themselves. Thailand's banning eggs. They know they're going to need their own fucking eggs to feed themselves. It's London. The export bans, you say.
To the meat supply chain, prompting fears of a food shortage. Laura Turner's at JBS Meats in Brooklyn. Laura, what's happened?
Peter, this is one of the major abattoirs in Victoria. They've had another 7 confirmed cases over the weekend, and that takes the total number for this facility to 140. The affected areas here have been shut down for deep cleaning, and they'll stay that way for the next 14 days. But this is happening amid fears of a food supply shortage.